just spilled my Mountain Dew. High alert, high alert. Or the other one where it is on edge to see how much it's going to wick up. So if you have a sheet that's sitting in your garage and water gets in, then is that going to ruin your material? So I'm going to fill up this little baking sheet tray pan thing here with water, and then I'm going to pour a little bit of water on top of each of these and let these sit. I think I'm going to let them sit for an hour and see if there's any differences. Guys, I gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised by these results. But let's start with the water on the face, and with the MDF, I really expected the water to soak in faster than it did. And even at the end of an hour, there was still almost all the water was just bubbled up on the top. And I think that's because of that kind of hard film finish that you get on the very top of it. Now the radiata pine, this one just soaked in that water. I said it is already gone and it's already starting to dry. So if you had a lot of water that got spilled on there, it is going to get all in that plywood. Did not perform very well. Now as far as the maple, it was kind of halfway in between. It definitely did soak some in, but it still had standing water even after an hour. Now looking at the edge, that's where I expect the MDF to not do so well. And you can see here the water definitely got into the edge and soaked in, but what's interesting to me is that it didn't really ride up. There was no like capillary action like we're going to see in the others. So it definitely sucked up some water, but not as much as I expected, honestly. Now the radiata pine, you can see this traveled way up here, this capillary action. That was a good, I don't know, 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches that it sucked up. Now let's look at the maple. This one also had pretty good capillary action, about 1.5 inches or so. Right, so taking it to the scoreboard, I did not see this one coming. I thought MDF was going to be horrible, but actually it's the best of the bunch. It's like the Michael Phelps of composite woodworking. But I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 stars because it is not impervious to water, but it only soaked up a small amount so you could cut off whatever got damaged by the water and not be losing too much material. Now for the radiata pine, this one was the worst. This thing is like a sponge. The pine just really soaks up water. I mean,